Hey everybody, it's Michael from Get Fit Over 40, and this video is about why CrossFit is the best workout program, period. I'll let that sink in for a little bit. Okay, alright, so I was trolling just a little bit maybe, perhaps. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get people to pay attention to your videos. But let's just sort of go on that theory. Why is CrossFit the best program ever? Well, maybe for some people it is, okay? Obviously for some people it isn't, because there's quite a few people out there who don't think so highly of CrossFit. And you know, there's a variety of reasons for just about anything, right? I mean, there's a lot of reasons for people to not like any type of exercise program, whatever that happens to be. And I think CrossFit sometimes gets negative attention, perhaps because they feel people are using poor technique. Sometimes the trainers aren't teaching these people how to lift properly. You see some pretty crazy movements going on, but that's not indicative of every CrossFit gym out there. You gotta look at them all differently, right? It really depends who the trainer is. Anybody can say they're really a CrossFit coach. Yeah, there's licensing and stuff involved, but really, I mean, when it comes down to it, the CrossFit gym is only gonna be as good as the coach, right? So let's put that aside. Let's talk about what's good about CrossFit, okay? Well, number one, CrossFit is great in my opinion. I've been doing it for a while. Now, does it mean that I'm only going to do CrossFit? That's it? That's all I do? That's not the only thing I do. Am I going to continue doing CrossFit for the rest of my life? I don't know, right? I'm not sure. But it probably consists of about half of my workouts, because I like to go there for leg day. Leg day is a great event at CrossFit. Everybody loves the Olympic powerlifting moves, right? They love the squat, they love the deadlift, right? And so we have a squat day, we have a deadlift day, and it's a great workout. And I'll get into that a little bit more, why I like to do that there. But I also go other days. I go 3 to 4 days a week now. And you know, as a 45-year-old, I do have to scale things a little differently, maybe change my range of motion a little bit for some of the activities, maybe not do some of the more, you know, intensive and repetitive movements. I don't do tons of box jumps. I don't do any skipping and things like that. I don't do any running. So I avoid certain things just because I know it's going to be hard on my joints. So you have to look at it that way. Just because you're going to the CrossFit gym, just because they're doing something doesn't mean you have to do exactly what they're doing. Listen to your body and do what it tells you. Okay, so getting back to this, what's good about CrossFit? Well, what's great about it is I've been going to the gym since I was 16, so we're looking at almost 30 years. You go to the gym for 30 years and lift weights, it gets a little redundant, okay? It gets a little boring, especially if you don't have a partner or somebody there motivating you, spotting you, helping you to go. You just go there and you kind of go through the motions. Sure, I don't mind it, it's good. I like to go to the gym. I like to add that into my workouts. But when I go to CrossFit, it's a group of people and we're all there with the same mindset. We're all trying to help each other. We're all trying to get better, stronger, you know, have more endurance, just be better people, just be better athletes in general, right? And you don't really get that at a gym. A lot of times it feels like you're just alone there. And so this camaraderie-ship, or whatever you want to call that, I don't even know how to say it. But there's this whole group environment, and that's what I love about leg day. We go there, you know, everybody, sometimes there'll be 3 or 4 guys at a certain squat rack. We sort of layer it in. We got the guys who lift a little heavy, then the guys that don't lift quite as heavy, and then people that lift lighter, right? So I'll try to get in with those guys lifting heavy because I want to push myself. And everybody steps up to that bar. Everybody's trying to put a little bit more weight on there. We're all obviously trying to use good technique. We have spotters, and we're trying to do it safe, but we're trying to improve ourselves. And that's something I don't get at the gym. If I go to the gym again, I'm probably not going to push myself nearly as hard. You know, people hate on how CrossFitters cheat all of their different exercises, and I'll get into just a little bit. I'll get into the kip pull-up because that's the one that seems to jump out, and everybody wants to just hate on the kip pull-up. But it's not designed to be a strict pull-up. It's not designed to just be for your lats and you're just doing a lat exercise. It's there as something, an exercise to be integrated with a whole bunch of other things. And the point of CrossFit is a lot of times you're doing things for time, which yes, can be dangerous if people don't know how to do the movements properly. So you have to look at, now our trainers say you don't just do stuff for time, you have to do it right. So, you know, they'll start yelling at us if we're doing things half-assed, if we're not going all the way down, if we're not doing it right, they start yelling at us like, what are you doing? You're cheating yourself, okay? And that's the way a proper coach or trainer should teach. So, getting back to it, why would you do a kip pull-up? Well, if you're doing 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 air squats, 100 meter row for 4 sets, right? So you're basically doing 25 of each and 100 meter row for 4 sets. You got to do 100 of these movements each. Do you think you're going to want to do 100 strict pull-ups? Probably not. If you did that, you'd be there all day doing pull-ups and they'd be turning the lights out and you'd be the last one going home. So there is a place for kip pull-ups. And people say, oh, you don't get a workout doing kip pull-ups. Well, when I started CrossFit, I could do, probably 15 or 16 pull-ups strict. And then after doing CrossFit, and with most of the pull-ups that I did at CrossFit being some sort of a kip pull-up, where you get a little bit of body swing, a little bit of that assisted sort of leg movement. And we did a lot of those, but they're just non-stop, right? And so after doing CrossFit and doing kip pull-ups, I increased my strict pull-up to closer to about 30. So almost doubling how many pull-ups I can do by mainly doing kip pull-ups. So yes, they do increase strength, okay? Are they the best at focusing on your lats and your buys a little bit? Are they best at doing that? No, a strict pull-up is probably going to hit it a little bit better, but it's still a very effective way to train those body parts because they got stronger, okay? And again, if you're trying to do a Metcon or some sort of AMRAP and you're trying to get as many reps or rounds as possible in a certain time frame, then you're going to want to do a kip pull-up, because if you're not doing a kip pull-up, you're going to be the last guy there. You're going to be just, everyone's going to be waiting on you. Okay, so don't hate so much on the kip pull-up. It's just one aspect. It's kind of like doing the push press, right? So yeah, you've got shoulder press, and then you've got push press where you use your legs and you assist the press, and it's a movement that a lot of powerlifters use to assist, to get that heavy weight, so they're doing some sort of clean or whatever, and then they're trying to get the weight over their head. And it's called a push press. Now, if all you did was push press all the time and you never did strict press and you just kept getting your weight higher and higher and higher and up to like 250 pounds, you're push pressing 250, do you think you're going to have a strong shoulder press at the end of the day? Yeah, you're going to have a pretty strong shoulder press, okay? You can't have one without the other. You can't just push press 250 pounds up with your legs only. You've got to have shoulder strength, okay? So it's the same thing. You can't do 100 kip pull-ups without having some sort of back strength. It's just impossible, all right? So, and that's the same thing, I mean, with CrossFit, the takeaway I want everybody to understand here is, it's just something for people to do, right? If you're bored with the gym, if maybe yoga isn't for you, if some sort of other, boot camp thing isn't for you, and you want to do CrossFit, you've heard about it, and you enjoy it, and you get something out of it, it keeps you motivated, right? Find a good trainer, right? And if the trainer isn't good, it doesn't matter. If everybody else is doing it wrong, you do the movements properly, according to the CrossFit standards. If you have to watch CrossFit videos, then get on YouTube and watch them. Make sure you're doing it right and safe. Okay, that's the only really thing that I want to make sure people understand. There are people out there that are doing CrossFit in a ridiculous way that's unsafe, and I don't condone that, but there's a ton of people out there doing it right. So don't let those people ruin it for everybody else. And if CrossFit motivates you, if it gets you encouraged, if you want to layer it into your other working out or your other programs, then do it, because I think it's a wonderful addition to health and fitness, and I'm going to continue doing it for as long as I can. Again, because I enjoy it, it gets me out of the house. I don't get a chance to do workouts out of my house or at the gym. I'm at the gym or at my house. It's kind of like I'm alone. So this gets me out with other people, and it's good. I really enjoy it. So hope you can take something away from that. And if you're one of those CrossFit haters, hey, give it a try. Just go to a CrossFit gym. Give it a try. All right. Thanks for watching another Get Fit Over 40 video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to do a little promo, a little shout out. I've got my Get Fit Over 40 online personal training program that I've just launched recently. So I'll put a little note or maybe even a little video over here or over here, somewhere in here. And if you click on that, you're going to get taken to that video, and it's going to tell you a little bit about my Get Fit Over 40 online personal training, how I'm a little bit different than some of the other folks doing personal training out there. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.